probably what's most interesting about BrightLine that people should know is BrightLine's not a new company. BrightLine's been around for 20 years, and they're a TV first company, and we've always been focused on creative, dynamic, engaging ad units. And since the pandemic has increased the amount of streamed television being viewed, we have just grown our business threefold, and on the back of all this, the new type of streamed viewing. From my personal perspective, I've been in the ad business over 20 years. I've dedicated my career to pushing the capabilities of television. And look, everybody knows it. Over-the-top delivery on connected televisions is at the center of the media universe right now. And BrightLine is an essential part of the advertising component to that.
And when it comes to streaming television, in the past few years, we've seen a massive shift in viewership. A lot of people have either cut the cord, are watching less linear TV, are signing up either for subscription services, or we've seen new ad-supported services coming online. So what is it about CTV that makes it special or interesting, you think, for advertisers?
Yeah, so CTV is, that's where it's all at right now. The impact that streaming has on the advertising business right now is the equivalent of think of cable television 30 plus years ago. Streaming television and advertising associated with it, it's part of every strategic discussion with almost every brand, at every agency, and at every publisher. And what we really strive to contribute to the streaming ecosystem is advertising goes hand in hand with viewing. So as people are streaming their television, we have a unique, dynamic advertising unit that's a big part of that ecosystem, right? Our ad unit is tailor-made for the streaming business, and that's part of what excites me so much about being here, right? We're at the center of the conversation, and we're contributing to the growth of the advertising business at large.
As far as the viewer experience, what could you tell me about that as far as this BrightLine's ad units? How do viewers experience it?
Sure. So when someone's streaming television, a standard ad would be a 15 or a 30-second commercial. A BrightLine ad, or what we call accelerator, OTT accelerator, is the ad unit's more personalized, it's dynamic, it's engaging, it's addressable, it's shoppable. So think of it as a commercial on steroids with a very creative and engaging element to it.
And is there a way to customize the creative dynamically, or any of the?
Yeah, so everything is custom. Every ad is customized, right? So we take our processes, we work with each individual advertiser and streaming service, and we create a customized, think of it as more of an advertising experience than a commercial. But this streamed environment enables this level of customization and this level of interactivity and engagement, right? What's never been possible in a linear environment is very possible in a television, in a streamed television environment. And that's really the role that BrightLine plays. And it's very exciting because everyone is always looking for a way to cut through the clutter or be unique or stand out within any type of advertising media. And what we're all about at BrightLine is being that method of standing out and cutting through the clutter in a streaming OTT media environment.
Now, going into this year's Upfronts, there's a lot of expectation that streaming is maybe not going to take quite center stage, but it's going to be much more present than it ever has been in the past, as far as networks not only talking about the audiences they reach over their traditional through their traditional media channels, but also through streaming. So what role do you see for BrightLine in this year's upfronts?
No, it's a good question. So I actually would argue that from the network's perspective, streaming is going to take center stage, right? This is the new form of distribution that they have, and they're going to push it. It's new. They're new products for them. It's new revenue for them. So I think it is going to very much be at the center of the conversation. Now, where it nets out in the overall investment remains to be seen, although I think it's going to be very strong. Our focus in the upfronts is we're hoping that the agencies, the advertisers, the streaming partners are all thinking of us when they think about how can my advertising have the most impact, have the greatest impact and the greatest accountability in the streaming environment. And then we hope they think of accelerator. So accelerator is our next generation streaming OTT ad product, and that's what we're all about. That's what we're introducing to the marketplace right now, and that's what we're going to be building upon and growing. You know, one very interesting tidbit about BrightLine is we've been preparing for this moment for years, right? We've always been involved in connected, interactive, engaging advertising units, but long before the pandemic boosted streamed viewing, we've had our engineers developing and building for a world when a large percentage of television is streamed. So we're ready, we're here, and we're ready to go to work.
That's interesting. So it sounds like things are almost really turning a corner now. So looking ahead, what do you expect to see as far as streaming audiences and BrightLine's role? Anything that you're most excited about?
I mean, I'm excited that last year alone, we did over 300 campaigns with 175 plus brands, 90 agencies. I mean, I'm excited for that to double. I mean, our business has grown threefold since the start of the pandemic. So I have no reason to believe that we're not going to double the business in 2022. The industry is just perfect for it, right? It's so ripe for this type of ad experience, and mechanically and technologically and logistically, we're ready to service it. I'm excited. I mean, I've never been this excited to enter a marketplace in my entire career. And I think what's important to realize is, for the first time in the media business, all parties are aligned on this. Like, the notion of streaming is something that can't be ignored. It's what the viewer wants. Advertisers follow viewers. The technology's there, the data's there, the infrastructure's there for everybody to play a major role in this year's upfront as it relates to streamed viewing, whether you're buying it, whether you're selling it, or whether you're a part of the ad experience like us. It's going to be an exciting year.